Next thing we're going to do today is we are going to make a Microsoft Excel document. Now Excel is a way that you make tables of information. Now these can be used to make graphs really easily or charts. A lot of times this is stuff that's used for numerical data and organizing a lot of information. So we're going to go to Microsoft Excel. So it's the green icon here with an X. And we're going to create a blank workbook. And this is going to be the Microsoft Excel workbook for us. You'll see all the different columns and all the different rows, and nothing's in here right now because this is a brand new spanking blank workbook, and we're going to type in a couple of things. So first, a little terminology. Every box in here has a location name. So right now, I like to think of this as battleship style. This is box E, because I'm in column E, 7, and it's actually called a cell, not a box. You can also see up here, this is the name of that cell, E7, and as I change, it changes that number up here. So I want to first have you go to cell B1, and I want you to type in breakfast. And then I want you to go over to cell C1, and I want you to type lunch, and then over to D1, and I want you to type dinner. Now, the way I was able to move really quick over to these is I used the Tab key on my keyboard. It's right next to Q. If you hit Tab, it moves you to the right. And if you ever hit Enter, it usually moves you straight down. You can also use the arrow keys to move your cells quickly, or just click and select where you want to go. Now, in column A, I want to go to row 2, and I want you to type in 1, 2, 3. And I want you then to tell me what your top 3 breakfast, lunches, and dinners are that you've ever had in your life. And you're just going to type in what they were. It could just be your top 3 things that you like to eat. So for breakfast, it could be pancakes, if I could spell right, pancakes. And then what else do I like? Omelet. And then French toast. So you can type in your 3 favorite breakfasts, lunches, and dinners. Now, right now, you see how the word toast went beyond the cell? It's really easy to fix that. You just bring your mouse up to the top, right between column B and C, and then this little symbol with 2 arrows and a line comes up. You click and just drag over where you want that column to stop. Pretty easy to do, but you got to grab it here. You can do the same thing on rows. If you need to make a row taller, just put your cursor right between 2 rows, click and drag to make it a little bit taller. So punch in your favorite lunch and dinner, and then we're going to save this into that same folder as before, and then we'll be good to go. So lunches, I really like me a taco. I really like me a turkey sandwich. And then I really like a burrito. Oh, I didn't like how that went, so I'm going to come back and I'm going to double click back into that cell to change how it was. Put in a B. Now I'm going to scooch this over so I have a little bit more space to fit my whole words. Dinners, like me some pizza, some spaghetti, and what else? Meatloaf. So I have my table of my favorite things. If you fast forwarded to skip this over, that's cool. The last thing we're going to do here is I'm just going to do a real small formatting thing. Is if I were to save this and print this, this would just show information kind of organized like this, but it wouldn't have these grid lines in there. So we're going to add in those table grid lines really quick by going up to cell A1, clicking and dragging to highlight all of the information in my table. And then up here, there's a box that has the borders. We're going to click the drop down because I just don't want the bottom, I don't want the top, I want all the borders, so it's going to fill in all the border lines all the way around this table. So now I can see what it looks like a lot easier. I'm also going to have these headers be a different color, so I'm going to select them, and then I'm going to fill the background of those to be light blue. You can pick whatever color you want. And now I can see a lot easier what it was I was making a table of information for. So far we haven't saved this yet, so we're going to do that next. It's just like how we saved in a Microsoft Word document. We're going to go up to File, Save As, And then right now, it's going to just throw it in my OneDrive. It's not going to sort it or organize it. I want it to be organized, so I'm going to browse a new place on my computer, go to my desktop, and save it to that 2.2 saving files place that I had before. And then I'm going to change this from being book 1. So if you remember, Microsoft, if you did a document in Google, or not Google, Word, it would call it document 1. Since we're in Excel, this is workbook 1, or book 1. And we're going to call this favorite meals, and then I want you to put your name at the end of it so that I know whose it is when I get this turned in later. So we have favorite meals. We're going to save it as an Excel workbook. There's a whole bunch of other ways you can, but the best one is an Excel workbook. It keeps all the formatting and things really nice for us. And just hit save. Boom. There it is. Now autosave is turned on because it's saved in somewhere that I've already assigned that autosaves and updates. And then I'm also going to make a PDF of this as well. So I'm going to hit File, Save a Copy, but this time instead of an Excel workbook, I'm going to save it as a PDF, which is way down here at the bottom. And then I'm going to save that, and then it'll show you what it would look like if I were to print this out on a piece of paper. It has those nice borders, that highlighting, and all of my information there. And it did save it in that same place as before, in that file folder, because that's where I saved the first document. So I have favorite meals PDF, favorite meals Word Excel document, and then I have a document 1 with my paragraph and my PDF of that paragraph as well.